Oh man, I kept talking about this and now I'm finally doing it. Well, shit.
Tranquilo. Shine.
Well, this one is definitely late. For those that don't know, I'm a camera operator and a video producer, and last year I got the unbelievable opportunity to work as both an E&G and the front of house camera operator for the live video stream at Telluride Bluegrass Festival. Now, if you don't know, Telluride Bluegrass celebrated their 48th year as a festival in Town Park at Telluride, Colorado. Telluride, Colorado is one of those beautiful places. It's literally just a crack in the earth, and at the bottom of it, there's a town at the bottom of a waterfall. And I mean, if you've never been, it is just absolutely stunning. And it's also incredibly well known as being this sort of outpost for live music. The most prestigious event of which is the Telluride Bluegrass Festival. Now, I've shot Telluride Jazz out there a number of years, also fantastic, very prestigious event, but smaller. Telluride Bluegrass is the big dog in town. And because of COVID protocols last year, they limited the number of tickets sold to something like a quarter of the capacity. So it was really special, and they spread it out over 2 weekends. So there was actually 7 days of Telluride Bluegrass Festival in 2021. Now, I was there for something like 10 or 11 days on site. I got to stay in this crazy chalet. I was working with No Coast. A fantastic video production crew. If you are doing any sort of live streaming or video work, I highly recommend them, or me, whatever. Anyway, basically what I kept telling people as I was running around that town like a madman looking for records, that I'm gonna do this video, 7 records in 7 days at Telluride. So here we are. We're gonna get to it. I wanna start off by just saying thank you to the head of Backstage hospitality. Her name is Amy. We met briefly and we talked about sort of my love of records, and at Rocky Grass, which I also got the chance to shoot, she brought me that shelf, which I will cut to. It's over my, you can't see it, it's over my shoulder. It's right there. I'll cut a little video in there. That shelf is just a beautiful shelf made by Jeff Mabry, aka the Wandering Lumberjack. Here's his info if you're looking for a vinyl shelf like that. It's got this sort of tiger wood inlay. It's fucking gorgeous. So anyway, I just thought I would say thank you to Amy via video, since we're actually talking about Telluride, and also mention that Telluride Bluegrass 2022 has been announced and will be happening again in June. So get your tickets if you can. All right, first record number 1 of the 7 records is Beauregard Arrows. Beauregard Arrows was released in 2020. Beauregard hails from Boulder, Colorado, and they were the 2019 Telluride Bluegrass Band Contest winners, which earned them their spot on the main stage in 2021. They are blending traditional and progressive bluegrass songwriting for a fantastic first album, and I really enjoy this. As you can see, I got it signed by the band. I kept running around. All the band members had signed it except for Max, and he finally got him to sign it. So thank you for that. It's pretty cool. All right, moving right along. Record number 2. The Punch Brothers, All Ashore. This record is like a warm breeze on a summer day. And that's all I'm going to say about it. All right, Shook Twins. What We Do. Identical twins Caitlin and Lori Shook make up the indie folk duo The Shook Twins. Their stage presence is nothing short of stunning, and their late night set at the Sheridan Opera House was one for the books. This is the second of their 3 albums. They may have a new album out right now. I'm not quite sure about that, but it is a great snapshot of the band on the rise. I mean, they're fantastic. Go check out the Shook Twins. Jesus, what are you doing right now? Leave. Don't turn this video off. Go now. I'm going to mention a little side note. The one that got away, I was at the Nightgrass set for Leftover Salmon, and they have been releasing all of their vinyl, including a giant box set that just recently sold out that had all of their studio recordings up to that point. I think they have a new record coming out. They've got all kinds of stuff, Leftover Salmon, but they had a pressing or a repressing of Leftover Salmon's Nashville Sessions. And I went up to the merch guy at the table, and he had it, and I was like, oh man, I need that so bad. And he said, we're doing cash only. And rather than go to the ATM, I just said, oh, okay, it'll be at the merch booth tomorrow. It was not. That's the one that got away. All right, moving on. Record number 4. Okay, record number 4. Record number 4 is Mavis Staples, We Get By. This is the 2019 album release that was produced by Ben Harper. First of all, Mavis Staples is just like a national treasure. You know, she's Staples singers. I'll get you there. Like it's Mavis Staples, man. She's spitfire. She's amazing. Her stage energy is just stunning. She's a beautiful person to watch live. And to see her out there performing with a career that goes all the way back to 1950 was just fantastic. And to include her on the Telluride Bluegrass lineup just proves it's not just about bluegrass, it's a very progressive music festival. And this is a great record. All right, moving on. Record number 5. Here is the curveball record you did not see coming. Bob Marley's Babylon Bus. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Babylon Bus. First of all, I've been looking for this record or repress, any form of this record, about a year. And you're like, well, should Bob Marley play at Telluride Bluegrass? No. But there is this really cool spot up in Telluride called the Telluride Music Company. And the Telluride Music Company is most known for having vintage guitars and amps and musical instruments and all that stuff. But if you go in the back, there's like this sort of like cabinet with a bunch of drawers, and you pull out those drawers, there's records in there. So if you're in Telluride and you're looking for an opportunity to do some shopping, Telluride Music Company on the other end of Colorado Avenue, as you're heading back out of the canyon. But just a great little spot, great owner, great atmosphere. We were in there digging for records, and Sam Bush is like walking out as he was getting his guitar checked out or something. I don't know, it's just kind of cool. But I grabbed this record just because I've been looking for it for a long time, and I got it in Telluride. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. All right. Record number 6 of 7. Green Sky Bluegrass is All for the Money. A gritty, raw, and emotional folk record from a band in their prime. Green Sky Bluegrass is currently selling out arenas and large venues across the country with their own style of acoustic music. If you're unfamiliar with this band, they are pure fire, and they've just released a new album called Stress Dreams that I highly recommend. While in Telluride, I got my copy signed, if you can kind of see here, by everybody but Michael Bont. Michael, get at me, okay, bro? Jeez, what the hell? All right, actually he was gone by the time I was walking around with this record, so we'll get you next time, buddy. All right, record number 7. I think this is maybe one of the I don't know, it's just kind of special to me. If you're unaware, Yonder Mountain String Band has been slowly going through their sort of back catalog and repressing vinyl records. This is the 20th, or rather last year was the 20th anniversary pressing of Elevations. This is the seminal Yonder Mountain String Band album, and just recently repressed, like I said, for the 20th anniversary. So I got it signed by the 3 original living members of Yonder. Thank you, Justin Garber, for taking that backstage for me. But you know, it's just nice. It just is special. It's a special record, and it's you know, I miss Jeff Austin quite a bit, and he was sort of a special pillar in our scene, and so to get kind of some of his vocals on an analog recording, it's kind of cool. So anyway, I obviously meant to do this video much sooner than now, but it's a chance to look ahead to the 49th annual Telluride Bluegrass Festival coming up. Here are the dates. And it's in Town Park. The lineup this year includes, you know, regulars like Sam Bush and Green Sky Bluegrass, but also, you know, like Tenacious D and Tyler Childers and stuff like that. So proving once again that you know, Telluride has no problem being progressive when it comes to live music. So go to Telluride if you've never been there. It doesn't matter if it's for a festival or not, but there are just multiple festivals that dot the summer calendar out there. And bluegrass being probably one of the most special that you can attend. Capacity for that festival is usually around 10,000 or so, give or take a couple of G's. But you know, this year will be the first year back where they will be at full capacity. And it should be a barn burner. So thanks for watching. Sorry, Telluride Bluegrass. It took me a long time to make this video, but there's 7 records that I scored in Telluride in 7 days. Telluride Bluegrass Festival 2021. Cheers.
Tranquilo.